Kenneth Mejia, Green Party candidate for District 34. Now, you've been on the show before, and we got a big bump from the show, and you won, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
So tell me about your how's your campaign going, and who you're running against, and what's the big issue you're running on?
Yes, so hello everyone. My name is Kenneth Mejia, 27-year-old Green Party candidate running for Congress here in the 34th Congressional District. That's downtown LA, Koreatown, Boyle Heights, Northeast LA like Eagle Rock, Highland Park. And essentially we're here running against Jimmy Gomez again, our corporate congressman. We ran against him last year. We ended up basically tying with 4th out of 24 people last year in the special election. And this year it's different because it's just us against him, against the Libertarian. And we need to be top 2, so our chances are very high on this coming Tuesday. So, and the big issues that we talked about last year are
so you
still
got to be top
ones.
2 out of 3?
Right, top 2 out of 3.
So you'll probably get that, right?
Exactly. We beat the same Libertarian last year by 10 places.
Okay. So you're good. So tell me the big issues.
Yeah, so our big issues, like, again, we're fighting for things like single-payer healthcare. That's still number 1. Still fighting for things like a more quality public housing, more low-income housing, and even...
So now, what about that? What is it called? The Costa-Hawkins?
Costa-Hawkins, yeah.
That's
so actually, our campaign is actually helping out big time with it. We collected over 2,000 signatures to get it on the ballot for a repeal in November, which limits rent control for apartments built after 1993, and in LA it's 1978 specifically. So we're working on that too. Housing is a big issue. So, and then our third one, we'd probably say immigration. We're fighting for full legal status for all immigrants, and so
okay,
some big issues.
Wow. Okay. So now you're going to win, and then so then you go to the fall. Now, do people? There's a lot of people. I'm surprised that a lot of people who are Bernie Sanders supporters don't think. It seems to me that they don't think the Green Party has a right to exist.
Right.
And that somehow you're all a bunch of grifters because you're not in the Democratic Party. I don't know. Have you come up against that? Because I see it all over the place, and it's shocking. Not like from people I used to respect.
Yeah. So Bernie-crats, it's I was one of them. I was one of those original Bernie-crats like everyone else. We campaign hard here. And it's just funny. We're still fighting the same fight, if not even harder, but we're doing it outside of the two-party system. So a lot of people are actually... Many have actually really are inspired by what we're doing. Even people who are actually Hillary fans, who are voters but don't like the corporate congressman, which is weird, who are like, I'm voting for you, I don't like him. And it's just, we're getting actually a lot of support. And, for those people who don't want to help the Green Party, it's more like they're either delegates within the Democratic Party trying to change it from within, or they just don't think we have a fighting chance. But obviously on Tuesday, we're going to show them that we're going to get pretty close against Jimmy. So.
Okay. Well, people, I never knew there was disdain for the green. I thought everyone loved environmentalists. I thought like everybody's like, oh, they're sweet people. They're better than me because I don't dedicate myself to the environment. I don't give a shit and I pollute. And I thought that's how most people felt about environmentalists. Like you kind of like, they're a little bit better than me.
Right.
But now it's like, everything has been flipped on its head because the corporations have gotten such a stranglehold on the Democratic Party and the media, even which considered lefty media like MSNBC and things like that. There's and what's happened is like now they're shaming people who don't vote for Democrats because of there's a boogeyman. And like Malcolm X told us, they have to show us a fox, so we run towards the wolf, so we run towards a fox. And I'm just blown away. So how's it going? I mean, because people go, the Green Party has a lot of problems. Oh, yeah? Because the Democrats have everything worked out. Huh? They got all their shit worked out. Do you guys have super delegates?
No, we don't.
Oh, you're
we don't
kidding
have super
me.
delegates.
You let them. What the fuck's wrong with you guys? I don't know why. Why wouldn't you want to cheat the people who support you? Why wouldn't you do that?
Exactly, and that's what people have to think about is why be a part of the same corporate party that's been doing this for the past 40 years, from Jesse Jackson to Dennis Kucinich, from Bernie Sanders. It just keeps going. And like I said, the Green Party is a very, very progressive, even radical party that's fighting for things that many people here agree with and many Bernicrats agree with. And if you think about it, is fighting for single payer healthcare, giving healthcare as a human right, is that really radical, or is that something that is, should be common sense? And
well,
so,
Kenneth, you know that that the majority of Americans are for Medicare for all or
Right.
single payer healthcare. So CNN is going to call you far left.
right.
Literally, that's what they'll call. If you're for free college, which most people are for, if you're for the things majority of people are for that the corporations are against, you'll be considered far left.
Exactly.
Isn't that amazing?
It's
So,
people are polarized.
It's
so.
just weird, though, that you think you get to participate in democracy outside the two-party system. It's like, that is very arrogant of you and,
Right.
and entitled. And I don't understand why you just don't shut up and go vote for a Democrat.
Right.
That's what people are saying. With this, I'm not even exaggerating, and that's what kind of everywhere. It's weird. I can't stop talking about that. That's the part I got to keep talking about. Anyway, so when you go out and you meet people, you're campaigning, like you're a very personable guy. So people probably warm up to you and do. What are people say? Like you say, some Hillary supporters are going to vote for you. Do they talk about the Green Party, or they just talk about you?
Yeah, so many of the voters that we meet in Los Angeles, this is a very blue district, but it's also a district that won for Bernie Sanders. It was the only one that won in LA County. So a lot of people are surprised about that a Green Party is running, and they didn't even know that this party existed. But when we talk to many people about the issues that we're fighting for, that the Green Party stands for, like single-payer healthcare, full legal status for all immigrants, 100% clean renewable energy, things like a guaranteed job program, things like legalizing marijuana, taking it off as a Schedule 1 drug. They're like, oh my God, you guys are actually really, really badass. And these people will say, but didn't the Green Party help elect Trump, or don't you guys have Jill Stein? And I would say that would be probably the biggest one we get from many of the more typical Democrats who've been around for a long time. They say, well, you gave us Trump, and and that's not really when we talk to them more in depth, we say, well, we really needed a presidential candidate who would really fight for the working class people, and that's what not a lot of people got. And they would even admit, like, yeah, we know Hillary wasn't the best, but you still have to do this. And then and then we go back to them.
That's the game that they engineered.
Right.
Literally, that's the game they literally are fulfilling. Malcolm X's prophecy was revealed in WikiLeaks, which is why they want to jail that guy.
Right.
Does the Green Party? Do you have a stance on Julian Assange?
Get a hit on the Green Party. but yeah, it's interesting. So, but a lot of people, once we tell them Jimmy has gotten money from Goldman Sachs, Anthem Blue Cross, Amgen, Herbalife, even from the private prisons, they're like, oh my God,
prisons.
I'm a Democrat. I care for the people. I go to the Women's March and I go for the March for Our Lives. And they're like, yeah, well, you should be looking at these things, because the people you tend to fight and care for are the people who still get money from those same people that you're fighting against. So it's interesting, but people are waking up, and we tell them, we tie it back to our campaign. There is no spoiler effect, even though I hate using that as an excuse that, hey, you don't have to vote for me because there's a Republican running. But it's true.
Trump spoiled it for Hillary. He's a spoiler.
Yeah, and that's
everybody's a spoiler.
Yeah.
I mean, you get to participate in democracy. That's it's the greatest country in the world. You only get two choices. Why do I get 58 cereals but only two fucking political parties? I think George Carlin said that, right? Somebody said that.
And that's what Jimmy's strategy is right now. He's saying, we need to elect me again because we need to fight Trump. Trump is trying to take me out of my seat. Like he's trying to unseat me, and I'm like, what are you talking about? There's no Republican running. So Pied Piper candidate. So it's
yes. So I mean, my whole thing is, we not only need a third party, we need a fourth party. Why do other countries get 5 and 6 parties, and you come to the United States for home of the land of free and liberty? We get 2 corporate parties owned by the same people.
Exactly.
So, all right. Well, good luck to you. And of course, that's the whole thing too. Hillary tweeted out right before the election, vote your conscience. Remember that? And that was aimed at Republicans, right?
Right.
But she didn't really mean it for anyone else, right? Because I voted my conscience, and I'm apparently immoral to a lot of people to vote my conscience. If everybody would have voted for the Green New Deal, if everybody who agreed with the Green New Deal that I know would have voted for it, they would have got probably 10, 15% of the vote.
Right.
I mean, all the people who voted for Bernie, right? If they would have voted their conscience, right? Would have so all those people maybe could even have been 20% of them, and then the Democratic Party just completely has to change because now they have to reach out to the left instead of what they did. They reached out to the right. So when after Bernie got defeated, cheated, rigged, they then reached out to Tim Kaine, who's to the right of Hillary. So now you have absolute. So now people are in these people. Are in a party that not only doesn't represent them, but actually works against them and mocks them and cheats them in the primaries, which is happening up and down the ballot right now. Jaffe running against, they keep moving the goalposts. They're literally cheating again.
Right.
And how about they were caught on tape in Colorado, Steny Hoyer, who said a decision has been made. How really? I thought that's for the voters. No, turns out that's not. It's for the donors. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I should let you say all this shit. Right?
No, it is. And I just want to let everyone know that this is going to be historic because we could be one of the first Green Party candidates in California, even in LA, to make it to the general election as a Green Party congressional candidate. And we've also outraised Jimmy Gomez constantly for the past year and a half in small dollar donations. So
really?
That's something that we're really proud about. He's raised $1.2 million. 96% are corporate PACs and large individual donors. We've raised $80,000, and ours is basically majority small dollar donations. So he's raised $50,000 in small dollar donations. We've raised close to $70,000 in small dollar donations. So
fantastic.
We're going to need everyone's help watching this. This is going to be a historic event. If we could take out a corporate dem and it happens here in LA, this is the place to be. So please, reach out, volunteer. We don't have corporates, we don't have staff. We don't pay anybody. We're all working. I still work 10 hours a day, and after work I just come straight to here with my amazing team of people who are helping us. So
wow, yeah. Really? Okay. All right, well, Kenneth Mejia, District 34, go get him, Green Party candidate. I would like to see 4 parties in America at least, right? If not 5. God damn, it's just unbelievable. So, okay, so go get him, and what you got a website, right?
Yeah, you guys could all check me out at Mejia4Congress.com, MEJIA, the number 4, Congress.com, and you could sign up to volunteer. You could phone bank from out of state, and you could also donate too from that page. So everyone, please help us. We need your help.
Okay, it's very arrogant of you to think you can participate in the election.
Damn you, Greens.
I don't know. It's like, I mean, it's just, I don't know if you've read the Constitution, but it clearly says that only certain people.
Right.
Anyway, all right, Kenneth Mejia, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, everyone.
Our next live Jimmy Dore show is July 1st in Portland, Oregon, and July 15th in Chicago, Illinois. We're doing a live show July 15th in Chicago, Illinois. Go to a link right there for all the tickets to all the live Jimmy Dore shows. Plus, if you can help become a premium member, we give you hours of bonus material every week. Become a patron or a premium member. And if you're on Steam It, we're steaming it right now. Plus, every Saturday, we do a live Super Solid Chat Saturday where it's a live stream and you can ask us questions and we'll answer them back. Every Saturday, 2 p.m. Pacific time. Thanks for your support.